Hey, good evening. It's the 17th of December, and yeah, we have another recap session for today. So, hope everyone had a good day. And of course, let's see. So, of course, as the title suggested, now is AI finally a bubble? So, how did the market play? Let's have a look. And I shall share my screen because, I always start the day with saying, there's no bad day at the market. There's no boring day at the market. Even when the market doesn't move, the market is moving. It's always telling us something. So the question is, are you listening? So if you look at what we say, and I've actually been putting some warnings here for a while. Yes, it's not financial advice. I'm trading for me. I hope you're trading for you. But now, so what do we have? Looking at this on this week right now so far, and what do we see? We've been seeing a lot of load shedding from the market, which is what I've been calling it actually. Going by my engineering background, it's a lot of load shed from the markets right now, and that's what we can see right here. So and this has been going on since last week. I mean, if I'm going to move my trend away right there, you can see the first red candle, second red candle, and we're going back to the lows of November somewhere there. So yes, and this is so this well, this is the cues. So we can see the big ones, and if you look at the big guns, starting with Apple. Starting with Apple, look at that. You can see that reversal candle right there, and boom. I think yesterday in the group I did call for a reversal with Apple from 273. I don't have the capacity, but I didn't take it. That's number one. I mean, Amazon is a sorry, sorry case, unfortunately, because I mean, Amazon is just, I mean, obviously it's giving away, but look at that. Year to date, Amazon is only giving us 1.4%. As an investment, it's not great for me. I don't have Amazon, but in 5 years, it's 37%. That is actually paltry. But there you go. That's that one. Nvidia as well. Somebody asked me today, oh, Nvidia, is it a goer at, I think it was 173. I don't even know what price it closed. There you go. Still, from the highs of 212. So you notice that everything I've been talking about is AI related. Let's look at Palantir. Let's look at Palantir as well. Even the godfather, the daddy, Palantir. Palantir, it's not exactly a reversal, but I think because of the general entire weakness of the markets, Palantir as well, since the highs of 207, he was climbing back up, but then again, back down 30, about 20, almost, yeah, $30 actually, $30 precisely. So is it bearish? I think this is a retail darling, Palantir, but again, unfortunately, it cannot cope. So that's what we've got there. So a few things, me talking about, and I've just been talking about anything AI related, or majority of the companies are AI related. I think Microsoft is one which has actually not been doing too bad, Microsoft. But obviously again, 553, and that's almost it's not exactly $100 shedding, but it's shelved about $80 from the highs, and I could still see Microsoft going a lot more down so far. But anyway, that's that one. So and actually, Microsoft is the perfect reversal. Look at this double top right there, and then it's coming right back down. So, and which is back to the question: is AI what's the question again? Is AI, are we all going to collectively realize or agree, not realize, agree that AI is being a bubble? It's been a little bit bubblish, and now market needs correct. Yes, we do have a reason. Number one, there's been so much leverage in the market. Number two, there is tax loss harvesting But at the same time, what's the most has been affected? I mean, I'm looking at my core weave. Sorry, my fingers playing up there. Core weave as well. Look at that core weave. Core weave jumped 187, but which is why we do not chase 187. And look at where we are right now, divided by three. Even a heavy 7% dumping today. I remember this was called the group $65. So yes, I mean, of course, we'll be happy to see this at 40 and we're going to jump on it. But so you could see the few AI calls or related calls which we're talking about. Yes, they are pulling the market down. I think there's been way, way, way too much commitment in the first instance. So that's that one. But let's look at the value. I mean, speaking of value, there's so many ones, so many companies I can put in here, Target, which I think Target is a value, or retail rather. Yeah, look at that. Double bottom right there. So you can see the V pattern. I think that's that one. Are we talking about deck as well? Been looking at deck as well. I mean, it's quite interesting actually because it hasn't exactly formed a double top formation, but you can see that brimming. If you look at CMG as well. I mean, I'm just talking about the few ones, not all of it. Look at CMG. So again, we are seeing this picking up from the lows of 30 or 28. There you go. So this is picking up right now, but it's telling us something. It's telling us something. So I can see the markets shifted a little bit. That's number one. And again, I'm seeing money leaving the AI. And like I said again, they have to release a little bit of the fluff, because it's just going crazy, really. The mother of all news. If it will be a travesty if I don't talk about this. Oracle. Oracle, the financing has been a whole mess. The Q4 reached 16 billion. That was the earnings, or the Q4 revenue missing estimate of 16.19 billion, despite 14.2 year-on-year growth. But the key thing I want to talk about, because I want to strictly keep it on price. Oracle went as high as 345%. Look, year to date as at that time was about 92%. Guess what now? It's just about 8%. And it's done a lot of load shedding Oracle has. So this has been bad. I think initially when they had a huge investment. Well, I did agree as well. I thought at 300, it's cheap. But after a lot came in and it looks like the financing is not exactly right as it is. And, even, is it Blue Owl? Blue Owl as well. They said something about not being able to back the finance today. And we could all see, Blue Owl Capital. We all see what happened to them today. Shed about 2% from the weight, really. So yeah, there's nothing exactly wrong with the market. It's just a correction territory. And of course, once everyone is talking at the same time, after a while, the truth will come out. And I think this is the truth time we are seeing right now. But again, speaking of which, we could look at the crypto stocks. They're still not doing very well either. I mean, coin, which is the mother of them all. Don't forget the business and the stocks are not exactly the same. So coin is not been doing great. I've been calling about coin here, saying this thing here is going to go below 250 at some point. I did mention this in the group, but there you go. And as you can see right there, we are 246. So, some people have bought 440, and this is what we're still talking about this year. So you got to be careful just about before September. You know, market goes up, goes down, goes sideways. If you know what you're doing, look, you can make money both ways. I can see that. And then again, Bitcoin, BTC hasn't actually done particularly well all year, really, which is 85,000. I mean, at some point, I think I caught the bid at 89 to 91, and then I just left it. So year to date is down 9%. But particularly now, everyone has been pivoting to metal. But the one I've been looking at is palladium, and I think right here is about to double. Again, this is not financial advice. It's just what I'm looking at based on observation. I think palladium is about to double. It's now at 149. We've been looking at this since about early one. I think it's about 110, 110, 100. And the main commodity itself, we've been talking about that since 990. Um, it will, like I told the guys in the group, it will be a travesty if no one is playing this, because why not? I really sincerely think this is going to 2000, because gold has moved, silver is moved, platinum is moved. It's palladium's time. That's what I think. Also, oil has been revving back up gradually after the whole heavy shedding yesterday. But one more thing again is Medline. Medline IPO'd today, and I'm just trying to read what it says. Yeah, so they had a debut today, gives Wall Street a preview of 2026, possibly the biggest year ever for IPOs in the US. So the medical supply company, they raised 6.3 billion in the stock in its stock offering, making it the biggest stateside IPO since Rivian stock offering in 2021. It could help set the stage for some of the most highly anticipated IPOs. We're talking about SpaceX next year. Fannie Mae, Anthropic, and Freddie Mac are among the companies looking at listing next year. And Medline shares closed up 41.38%. So this is Medline. It's actually interesting. I was reading about a little bit about them, and this is a company that's been growing revenue year on year, I think for the last 5 years. So this is definitely absolutely amazing company. But again, we don't exactly buy the IPOs. We just monitor and see what goes on. So yeah, so they had an initial great first day, and then we shall see how the rest will play out. But anyway, tomorrow is another day. Again, if the market's not been going well for you, you'll need to understand you don't trade every day sometimes. There are times you just have to stay out and watch. Just look at the market, look at what's going on, and do nothing. Until then, when volatility is off, and then we start getting the buyers back in the market, then of course you know what to do. We'll move when everyone is moving, when there's sure guarantee that the path is clear. But until then, guys, I shall see you tomorrow, and take care, and God bless. Have a good day.